Okay, now we got some of the slickest Chicago robberies caught on camera. Let's see what's going on.
Look at this. Mass suspects smashing into a corner store and dragging out an ATM like it's nothing. Bold, reckless, and caught on camera. And that's just one of the craziest robberies we're breaking down in this video. From armed gunmen storming restaurants to carjackers pulling people out of their rides at gunpoint to burglars ripping entire registers out of stores. These are the wildest crimes caught
Ripped
on
the whole
tape in
register out.
Chicago.
They ain't
Before
playing.
we
They
get
like,
started on this video, make sure you
give
go
it to
check
me,
out
I
my
gotta go.
website. That's in the description where I post viral videos daily. And plus, make sure you like the video and share it with someone to spread the violence awareness. Packed into the early hours of January 23rd, 2025, a group of 3 to 4 masked and gloved men in dark clothing used a silver Kia Optima to visit at least 8 businesses across Chicago's 16th district. They smashed through front windows or glass doors, targeting cash registers, drawers containing money. Between approximately 1:49 a.m. locations in Union Ridge, Edison Park, and Forest Glen were hit on the 7000 block of West Higgins Avenue.
They was, they wasn't playing. They was in and out.
A masked man wearing a light-colored hoodie, a dark jacket, and carrying a backpack walks into a store. He pulls out what appears to be an AR-style pistol and points it toward the register. The employees are forced to hand over the money as he demands everything inside. Within seconds, the suspect takes the cash and leaves the store.
They crazy. Just blinking up. Just up the blick on them. Read everything. Hope you had on a mask, cause some of you niggas, dumbass, don't be having on a mask. No lie.
This robbery was not an isolated event. Just days later, another business on the south side was hit in the same way. The same suspect is seen again, dressed in the same clothing, entering a store and flashing the gun as he forces workers to empty the drawer. A week after that, he strikes yet another business, again armed and prepared, following the same pattern. In each case, he enters quickly, brandishes the weapon, robs the register, and escapes before anyone can react. The consistent clothing and weapons suggest the same individual carried out all of these robberies. This one is absolutely wild. In the pre-dawn hours of August 5, 2025, masked men smashed their way into a store, what looks like a liquor shop, on the 0 to 100 block of South Pulaski. They're here for one thing, the ATM. They break in, rip the machine right out from wherever it was sitting, and haul it away. Whether fully stolen or rifled through first isn't to be seen on the footage, but they walk off with it. It's brazen, fast, and totally over the top. This wasn't a solo job. It matches a pattern. At least 18 ATM thefts across Chicago since early June.
Yeah, that's a little grocery store
West
in the
to
hood.
near north, northwest, also, and more. In
Yeah, that's a little
each
grocery
case,
store in the
group
hood. They got
of masked stolen
all type of stuff.
smash the
No
cracking
lie,
open
look.
or
This
tearing
little corner store. I thought they said, I thought them was like
whether
cell phones. Hold
on
on.
the 0 to 100 block of South Pulaski. They're here for one thing, the ATM. They break in, rip the machine right out from wherever it was sitting, and haul it away. Whether fully stolen or rifled through
Yeah,
first
that's a little
isn't to be
corner
seen
store,
on the
cell
footage,
phone
but they
store.
walk off with it. It's brazen, fast, and totally over the top. This wasn't a solo job. It matches
Look,
a
they sell
pattern.
all
At
type of
least
honey
18
buns
ATM thefts across Chicago
yeah,
since
that's a
early
little.
June, hitting neighborhoods from the near west to near north, northwest, Austin, Grand Central, and more. In each case, groups of 2 to
I would have
5
said a
masked
gas station,
individuals
but
in stolen or rented SUVs smash into businesses, either cracking open or tearing out the ATM and loading it into the
they
vehicle
don't look
before
like a
speeding
gas station. It
off.
just look
In
like
this
a
incident, investigators Investigators say there were
Yeah, like
4
a
men,
JJ's
all
or
dressed in
something.
dark hooded sweatshirts with masks and gloves. Their shoes stand out. Air Jordans with white or black laces, one pair with a white tongue, another with a gray glove featuring a red lower cuff, and one with white stripes at the sides. A rideshare driver arrives at the 4500 block of South Hermitage Avenue in the back of the Yards neighborhood just after 1:15 a.m., drops off a customer, and suddenly finds himself threatened at gunpoint. The customer pulls out a firearm, orders the driver to exit the vehicle, and then takes off. Driving away in the stolen car, when investigators reviewed the footage, they caught the suspect inside the stolen vehicle. He's seen wearing a Rick and Morty hoodie and has tattoos on his neck and hand, all crystal clear in high definition.
Caught on the inside camera.
A
No,
man pulls up quietly on a
nothing.
dark
Mask, nothing.
BMX-style bike in the early hours. He smashes the front window of a closed business, calmly steps inside, and walks straight to the cash register.
What the
Instead
hell? He
of
throw a
rushing,
brick
he
through that
works
mother?
methodically, picking out a stack of bills as though he's got the time, and then exits,
What was that, a
pedaling away
brick?
without
Y'all
any
seen
hurry.
that? I thought that looked like a
Business
basketball.
calmly steps inside a Morty hoodie and has tattoos on
Just
his
when he
neck
throw the
and
thing in
hand,
there, it looked like a
all crystal clear in
basketball.
high definition. A man pulls up quietly on a dark BMX-style bike
Oh,
in the
that's a
early
rock. He
hours.
threw the rock right
He
through there. It looked
smashes
like a
the front
ball. He threw
window
the
of a
rock
closed
right through there.
business,
That's a
calmly steps inside, and walks straight to the cash register.
ain't no brick. That's a big
Instead of
boulder
rushing,
rock.
he works methodically, picking out a stack of bills as though he's got the time, and then exits, pedaling away without any hurry.
Oh, that's the slowest robbery ever. Look like the same store the other niggas just robbed. Yeah, he moving so slow. Police would have been there. Like he been in there like I know he been in
Later,
there longer than 2-3 minutes.
the same
No,
but different
yeah.
store.
And he do it again
Same
to a different
broken
store.
window. Days later, the same suspect strikes again at a quiet
Dog,
entry.
he
This
do it to a
time,
different store. I thought that was the beginning of this one. He do it to a different
days
one.
later, the same suspect strikes again at a different store. Same quiet entry, same broken window. Days later, the same suspect strikes again at a different store. Same quiet entry. This time he left with nothing. These burglaries happen across Chicago's neighborhoods. Washington Heights, Marquette Park,
So he
Park
just threw the
Manor,
brick.
Gresham,
His move is
and
throw the brick
Beverly
through the bottom, crawl
between
in
March
real quick,
19
see what
and
they
March
got.
26, 2025.
But why they
It's
leaving
the
money
same
in the
individual
register
each
though?
time. A bulky male around 5'8" to
I don't
6'1"
even-
and 240 pounds, dressed in dark clothes, a black mask and gloves, with a reflective yellow stream safety vest that makes him stand out against the night. He lurks on the landing of a dim stairwell, seemingly waiting. You can see him watching, studying a target before he moves.
He probably like he finna go rob somebody. He just finna go rob a store. What he finna do? A kick though? He got a light in his pocket. Oh, he talking to somebody.
When the moment comes, he leaps into action. A handgun in his hand, he forces his way in, surprising whoever's there. There's no hesitation. He takes control, demands the money, then slips away as quickly as he appeared. This isn't random. It's part of a wave of armed robberies sweeping through Chicago's Gresham neighborhood in the 6th District. In each case, the suspect is armed, uses the same method of lying in wait, and strikes with precision and force. 3 men move in on a storage center under the cover of night. They smash their way inside and head straight for the units. One by one, they break into lockers, pulling out boxes, clothes, bags, anything people had left stored away. They don't rush. They take their time, piling up whatever they can carry. Then they disappear back into the dark with armfuls of stolen property. Days later, the same crew shows up at another storage spot. Same method, same slow and steady approach. Smash the lock, raid the units, and walk out with everything they can grab.
Yo, that's crazy. I don't know what type of unit they in. They don't gotta log in no number or nothing. Cause I know up here you gotta punch in a code to get in and everything. And at a certain time you can't even come in a storage unit. So if they in Chicago, that's different. I ain't gonna lie. That's different. Wherever they at, that's different. Cause our stores they close. And if they don't close, you gotta have a code to get in. You need a code to even get to use the elevator. But yeah, it's sweet wherever they at. But I know whoever in them stores mad as hell.
Mass gunmen walk inside 3 businesses in rapid succession, hitting Lincoln Park, Avondale, and Logan Square, all in about an hour and a half just after 2 a.m. They're dressed head to toe in black, ski masks, hooded sweatshirts, pants, and gloves.
Them niggas hurrying up just robbing corner stores. See, robbery is robbery. Look, here they go again.
Once inside, they pull out handguns, force employees to
Like,
open
hold the
cash
door.
registers and take all the money. One of them stays
Give
by
me
the door as a
everything.
lookout. In one business, they rob a customer at gunpoint. In another, one of the suspects punches an employee in the face before making off with the cash. Then they hop into a gray Kia Sorento. If there's one thing to take from these,
If there's one thing to take from them is don't be like them. You're gonna be in jail. Trust and believe. That's wild. Don't go down that path. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.